Good morning, Tax Tip Tuesday 42 out of 52. This week I am talking to you about card machine fees. So there are various methods of charges used by card machine providers. Some of them will pay you your full sales value and then invoice you monthly for their fee. Others will take a percentage of your sales value and pay you the net amount after their charge. And then there are some providers that do a bit of both. So you may have a monthly set fee, which is invoiced to you at the end of each month, but then they're also taking a percentage of each transaction, or maybe a set, say 20 pence or whatever it may be for each transaction that goes through your card machine. This Tax Tip Tuesday is to tell you that regardless of the card machine provider's charging method, your sales need to be recorded at gross value. So what does that mean? Well, that means that if your card machine provider pays you after deducting their fees, you need to record your sales value before the fees are taken. So I've come across businesses in the past who have been recording sales as they hit the bank, often say via a bank feed on software, but they haven't been considering entering the card machine charges. So these businesses were recording sales net of card machine fees, which is incorrect. Without entering a journal or another transaction into that software to say, actually, my sales value was this, but then the card machine provider took this, your accounts would actually be incorrect. I can remember having a conversation with a small shop owner, and he said to me, well, why does that matter? My profit's still the same. I'm not avoiding paying any tax. So to give you an example of that, if this shop owner took £100 on his card machine, the card machine provider then took £2. This client was then recording his sale at £98, and that was it. Transaction done, transaction dealt with. But that's incorrect. What he should have been doing is then grossing up his sales value, adding on another £2 onto his sales value, but then deducting the £2 as an expense. He said, profit's still showing the same. Yes, okay, profit is still showing the same. And I could see his point. The actual sales figure less card machine fees will still result in the same profit as sales being recorded as they hit the bank and the card machine fees being ignored. However, this is incorrect treatment. Sales should be recorded gross, and then card machine fees should be recorded as an expense. You wouldn't dream of recording your sales, say, net of stationery costs or telephone costs, and it should be the same for card machine fees. Without doing this correctly, you're understating your turnover. And be it that the profit ends up the same, accurate turnover and accurate costs are very important factors to assess your business, to assess your profit margins, etc. It's also vital to get this correct from a VAT registration point of view. As most of you are aware, if your turnover hits £85,000, you need to VAT register. Now, if you were recording your sales net of card machine provider fees, you're actually understating your sales. You need to be keeping a record of the gross sales. So if anybody would like any more information, you know where we are. If you already have an accountant and you're now thinking, hold on, am I doing this correctly? Then get in touch with them and they should be more than happy to help you. Have a lovely afternoon, everyone.